Welcome back. Today, we're building a cozy, rustic bungalow. Something that feels warm, lived in, and just a little bit tucked away from the world. I really wanted this home to feel like somewhere you'd escape to on a quiet weekend, where everything just slows down a little. We're going to start from the exterior, shape out the structure, and slowly bring it to life piece by piece. This build ended up having 2 bedrooms so far, small office, 2-car garage, and a lot of cozy details throughout. So just settle in, get comfortable, and let's start building. I always like to start with the front face of the home, just to establish the overall personality. I'm going for a slightly asymmetrical layout here. Nothing too perfect, just enough variation to feel natural. You'll see me adjusting the wall lengths quite a bit, just trying to find something that feels balanced without feeling forced. I didn't want it too steep or too flat, just something soft and slightly weathered. I ended up kind of pulling this section out a little bit more. Just helps the part of the house feel a little more inviting, like it's kind of reaching outward. I go back and tweak these walls again. This happens a lot, just refining the shape until it feels cohesive. Sometimes builds like this are less about getting it right immediately and more about slowly shaping something that feels right over time. It's a lot of small adjustments, small decisions that add up into something intentional. Now that the structure's in place, starting to bring in more textures. I'm using a mix of wood siding and stone, just to give the house that grounded, rustic feel. These wood tones are kept fairly warm, nothing too saturated, just soft and natural. I added some trim here to break things up and give the exterior a bit more structure. The porch starts to come together, and this is where the house really starts to feel welcoming. I imagine sitting here with a cup of coffee, just listening to the quiet sounds of the backyard. And I go back and forth on a few of these details. Just, swapping colors, adjusting placement. Trying to keep everything cohesive and fairly even. Moving inside, I start by mapping out the layout here. Keep the flow pretty open, especially between the kitchen, dining, and living areas. The mudroom and the laundry room sit closer to the garage, keeping things practical. The office is tucked away, quiet little space for focus. And I adjust a few walls here, just making sure everything feels connected without being cramped. The living room is designed to feel soft and comfortable, kind of layered textures, warm tones, nothing too busy. And as you could see, the kitchen leans a little bit more rustic, with wood cabinetry, simple finishes, and remaining functional. The dining area sits right between, keeping everything connected. And just adding a staircase here to prepare for the inevitable build of the upstairs and basement. And go back and adjust a few placements, just shifting things slightly until everything feels balanced. And this is where kind of everything starts to come together. Just adding small details, plants, textures, furniture, little pieces of life. Just enough to make the space feel lived in. Nothing too perfect, just comfortable. Starting in the living room, since it really sets the tone for the entire house. I keep the layout fairly open, letting everything feel relaxed and easy to move through. Sofa placement takes a bit of adjusting. I want it to feel centered, but not too perfect. Start layering in textures here. Soft fabrics, slightly worn wood, pieces that feel comfortable. Nothing too new, nothing too polished, just gently lived in. I shift a few items around, trying to avoid that overly symmetrical look. And the dining room table becomes a focal point. Something simple, but full of detail. It's less about perfection and more about feeling. Just adding some wall treatments here throughout the home. I keep the materials warm, leaning into wood tones and softer finishes. Moving into the kitchen and working around to the windows of the bathroom off of the master suite, and then building out the garage doors. This part is always a bit of trial and error, moving things slightly, rotating, resizing, until it just clicks. Add a couple of child's toy cars here, and make sure they're enlarged enough to sit in the garage, as if they've just arrived home from work, and maybe are preparing dinner in the kitchen for the family. I began adding clutter, storage items, furniture, lights, and tweaking individual details as I go to keep everything looking well lived in and useful. Going through and adding lighting, making it look like an everyday home that just might be lived in. And here I'm building out the bedroom, or the master bedroom here on the ground floor, adding small items that just suggest everyday use. I wanted to keep everything in the bedrooms kind of soft and minimal. The bedding adds most of the texture here, layered but still simple. I had a few personal touches, photos on the wall, small decor, just enough to suggest a personality. And from here, we add moving into the master bathroom. They follow the same idea as the bedroom, minimal but lived in. I make small adjustments here and there, shifting objects, spacing things out, keeping it natural. And just making sure everything looks cohesive as I go. And now adding the second bedroom. Again, keeping with our soft and minimal aesthetic here. Wanting it to feel lived in, nothing to feel too placed. Adding soft lighting and varying fabrics in the room. Finishing with a chess table, a couple of cozy, comfy chairs, and then a few personal touches throughout the room. The office, or the next room we're going to be working on, feels a bit more intentional, like someone spends some real time there, and maybe they work from home or spend time gaming or doing after hours work on the computer. We want to make sure that the office is also functional, but cozy and inviting just the same. Keep everything slightly imperfect, just enough variation to feel real. And this part is where everything really comes together. The final layer of detail. Small imperfections, subtle clutter. It stops feeling like a build and starts to feel like a home. And here's the finished space. I love how everything feels, warm, quiet, lived in. Like we've just come home. But it still feels familiar and cozy. Like somewhere we can just unwind. Just be. I hope you've enjoyed this build so far. I'm looking forward to building the second floor as well as the basement. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to drop a like and follow if you'd like to see more. Thanks for being here again, and I'll see you in the next one.